morale right now.
So you're coming together. You got the championship. There's about 3 weeks till regional.
Yep.
So what's left to focus on?
Just keep getting better at doing what we're doing. We've really got to hone in defensively here. I know like I said, we gave up 50 tonight. Altamont did a great job second half of knocking in some threes. I think we can still get better defensively. We had 68, which is great, but that number it's kind of always been my mentality. And we're able to score points, but we got to get back to a little bit more of a mentality. We got to hold teams, especially teams equal or better than us, to that 45 and under mark. So that's one area we're really going to focus on. And part of doing that is maybe not playing slower, but really valuing that position, making sure we get what we want. So we're going to really work just execution, and that's kind of where we're at this point. That's where you want to be at this point. You want to be working on execution, not fixing effort, not fixing knowing your plays, not fixing. We know everything that we need to do. Now it's continuing to grow as a team, have each other's backs, and be ready to execute whenever we need to.
Always a pleasure, Cody. Congratulations on the championship.
Thanks, Greg. Really appreciate it. You guys did a great job of everything you do all week.
Our pleasure. Thank you very much. St. Anthony coach Cody Rinker. Appreciate him coming up for the post-game visit. Again, the final score, St. Anthony 68, Altamont 50. John Neiberg is going to join us in just a minute, so I want to keep it here. I haven't given Brian an opportunity to go with scores yet, so Brian, why don't you do that? What scores you have? Go ahead and share those with us, will you?
All right, I do have several high school scores from the boys and girls areas today. And let's start off at the Fairfield game as Effingham traveled down to Fairfield. Played a good game. Fairfield came out on top, though. They defeated the Hearts 69-66. In other games of local interest, St. Teresa over Shelbyville 61-48. And a nice win for the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes. They defeated Taylorville 52-51. In the consolation championship game of the LOVC, Cumberland, your Consi winner. They defeated Arcola 51-46. And Lincoln defeated Nokomis today 63-38. Moving on to girls scores. Not so good a news for the Lady Bulldogs, but still a fairly close game. But Paris came to St. Anthony and defeated the host Lady Bulldogs 58-51. It was Effingham getting a win over Mount Zion 64-38. Charleston defeated Mattoon 62-38, and Carlinville over Vandalia 48-31. That's your scores.
Thank you, Brian. John Neiberg, he joins us now, the Altamont Indians head coach. And John, I tell you what, a lot of teams would have just gone belly up. And instead, down 20 at halftime, you cut it to 6, man, and here came the Indians.
Quicker than we thought. All we talked about at halftime was just get stops. We got to get stops, and we got to get out and run. We got guard-oriented team, and we got to get stops so we can get in a full court 3-on-2, 4-on-3 situations. And we finally started getting them. The first half, when they got on that big run, we weren't getting stops. We were taking the ball out of bounds. They were setting up in their press and going against a great deep half-court defense. Cody does a great job with the defense. Their length seems like there's 7 guys sometimes on the floor. So when we got stops and could run and attack a gap or attack a seam or attack a baseline, that's when we're at our best. When we spread the floor and we get after it. So I didn't think it would be that quick. We wanted it. Well, we wanted it where we had it. We had it with 10 in the fourth quarter, but we had it down to 5 or 6 with like 4 to go, and maybe I puckered up a little bit. So but the boys won't stop. They won't quit.
I love the way you attack the basket. It doesn't make any difference if everybody else is 6 inches taller than your kids. They're coming at you.
Yeah, we'd be real good 6 foot and under the league. We'd be real good at it. But we work on things. I went into the gym when practice. I'll get in there and I'll get a cone and bang on them and act like I'm 6'10". So they know how to attack a basket. We work on some finishing drills. So it's fun times, but that was a good game. It was fun.
It really was. It was fun. It's a great atmosphere here. Congratulations and thanks to you and everybody in the Altamont community here, Altamont High School community, and the community as a whole. Man, great host.
Yeah,
you got a lot of weapons. Alec Biggs, though, scorer's going to score, and he got 19 for you.
And he had to work forever to make a point. I mean, I looked on him. I didn't know he had 19 at the end of the game. And I was like, he had to work for everyone. I mean, he can elevate on his jump shot for a 5'9", 5'10" kid better than most, and he had to rearrange tonight. He had to shoot it, kind of fading here, fading there, maybe with a little more arch tonight, and, he still got his points. Everybody knows they're going to key on him. We've seen it all 3 games. They're going to full deny him basically all game, and he has to work for it. And everybody else knows on the team that he doesn't necessarily force it. Every once in a while I say, hey, Alec, you got to go get you some. And he knows how to. It's not necessarily force. It's him just trying to do his part.
We talked earlier in the week about Denver Dukewitz. He got you double figures again tonight. He is just a force. Took a big charge down there right in front of us. I think he made it through the air several feet, in fact, with that collision, but he just got up and won some more.
Yeah, Denver had a great tournament. He doesn't. If he scores 10 points for us, we're lethal in 1A, in my opinion, because night in, night out, he's going to have the defense and he's going to be the help side. I think he did a great job in the game plan with Antrim tonight. Antrim's coming in the varsity as a left-handed kid, and he made him go. He made him do things that he didn't like to do, but then he was there in help side. So. And Antrim's a good ball player. He, watching film, he runs that team. He's turning into Walsh. Is what's happening. And Denver did a good job on him tonight, kind of neutralized him a little bit. But they got so many other players that they can step up with.
It's exactly right. Your team, you have good balance. I wanted to ask for sure about Noah Teasley because he went down, and I was really worried about his knee. What is the deal as far as you know right now?
I think he's fine. I think it hurt. He got Jacob Dust landing on it. He took the charge, and then he got hit again. So it hurt, but I think he's fine. I think it was just Jacob landing on it. So he's a tough kid. He did all he could. He did his job tonight on Dust. What he was told to do. I know he scored in the second half, but Jacob proved that he's more than a one-move kid. He's got a lot of moves, and Noah stayed with the game plan, and that's my fault. It bit us a little bit.
Well, and then you had besides him, Tony Klitzen got you 6. Aiden Yarhouse had 6. That's the kids who worked hard to bring you back into that ball game.
Sure.
And that certainly is going to stand you, I think, in good stead these last couple of weeks leading into regionals.
Yeah. I mean, Aiden, like I said before, Aiden was probably our MVP going into this game tonight of the tournament. Alex is our best player, but Aiden was probably our MVP, and he just didn't score tonight like he normally does, but he did some good things in our run. He was getting in passing lanes. He knows he can affect both sides of the floor. Noah hit a couple shots. Tony's night in. We know what we're going to get out of Tony. It's calm and collective, and a couple threes and a couple of defensive stops. So everybody, we're figuring out our roles real quick. So we got a chance. We're I believe 13-10 now. So we got a chance. We still got a chance at 20 wins to get that streak back going, and playing towards the end of the year.
And you and St. Anthony are in the same boat. Your records could be better.
Sure.
But you play people that make you better.
Yeah, we played teams as good as St. Anthony tonight, and they're a really good 2A team. We've got our tails whipped by a lot of teams, but we're going to keep. I don't care about 20 wins, 25 wins. As long as the way I've beefed my schedule up the past 2 years, we've won 2 regionals. So there's a correlation there a little bit.
Absolutely.
So our goal is a regional championship, and NTC championship. Regular season is still on the line. And then, if we get that regional championship, we got the sectionals here. So we'll take anybody on our home court.
And if the schedule's as it usually is, you still got the regular season game with St. Anthony, right?
Yeah, we're still undefeated in the conference regular season. So, we still got a chance. We got to go North Clay. We got at St. Elmo. So it's going to be tough sledding. But, it's still an opportunity there.
Very good. John, always a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Greg. Thanks for the tournament.
Oh, our pleasure. We love it. Watched you play. Watch you coaching. We love it. John Neiberg, Altamont coach. Of course, a great ball player at the top of us, and we appreciate the visit. Cody Rinker, great coach at St. Anthony, great ball player at Stu Strauss. I mean, it's just been a wonderful run through the years here for both St. Anthony and for Altamont. Let's take one more break. We'll be back to wrap it up in a moment. Again, St. Anthony, your champs. They beat Altamont 68-50. Back in a moment on 97.9 XFM.
Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun. Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
Your home for the 84th Annual NTC Tournament, 97.9 XFM.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue at Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more. Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
The area's choice for news, sports, weather, and more. On air at 97.9 XFM, online at 979xfm.com.
You've been here, then you know what we're talking about. He does a wonderful job, and I hope, even though he's going to retire as a teacher after this school year, I hope he comes back as the voice of the tournament for many years. Many years. Even if he goes to Jamaica most of the year, I want him to come back and do the tournament here.
He could live there and come home in the winter for a week's vacation. Who wouldn't want to do that, right?
What a plan. I like it. I like it. So check with your bride there, Charlie, and see if we can work that out. Anyway, thanks to him. You didn't know about that trophy. The one thing that he didn't know about that plaque. I love it. I love it. So anyway, congratulations to Charlie. Thanks to so many members of the Arnold family for being here to help with the all-tournament trophy. I did finally see Mitch was here. Bob was here. I suppose Carol was here. Pretty cool that they could all be here to help with the all-tournament team. Todd Sons made the presentation of the plaques to the all-tournament team. Congratulations to the Scholastic winners, Katie Cabas for St. Anthony and Nate Philpott from St. Elmo Brownstown. Congratulations to them on receiving those honors, and all the other kids who were nominated. Thank you to Matt Robinson. Matt's done a wonderful job this week. He's been a busy guy because he helps coach ALIS, as we said, and they got the regional win. That's why Dustin White was nice enough to come over Thursday night and help me with the triple header, and I sure appreciated that. Thanks to him and to Millie for doing the girls' game last night, Lady Shoes, Lady Hearts. And thanks to everybody back at the station who helps, leading off with our friend and his, Brian Dust. Nice job, BD. You did a wonderful job this week, and thank you very much.
Get all choked up over that.
Well, yes. That's probably the second bowl of soup. And thanks to Brian Herman and everybody else who helped, everybody else who works hard back at the station and sells ads and all those things to make this happen. So thanks to all of you. Thanks to all of you for listening. Thanks to Wayne Moran. We had live video streaming, and we got people from Cucamonga to China. I mean, it was amazing. So thank you, Wayne. We got so many compliments about the quality of the production. despite Matt and me, we got really rave reviews, and so we appreciate that. But again,
you don't have to include me in that part of it.
Yeah. Well, you know. So anyway, thanks, man.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's always a pleasure to be involved in this tournament. It's a lot of fun, and just to be involved with the team here at the radio station.
You betcha. Final scores today in the 7th place game. South Central defeated Windsor's Two Straws 45-37. In the consolation championship, St. Elmo Brownstown defeated Neoga 72-66. We had some great games today. 3rd place game, North Clay beat Dietrich coming from behind 60-55. And in the championship game, St. Anthony wins over Altamont 68-50. We don't have another ball game till Tuesday night. I know you're amazed. Tuesday night, we have a rescheduled game. The Effingham Hearts were supposed to have played Muhammad Seymour earlier this season. They've rescheduled it for Tuesday night, so we said, we're going to be there. So Hearts basketball Tuesday night at EHS as they play host to the Muhammad Seymour Bulldogs. Thursday night, it's going to be senior night for the Lady Bulldogs. Yes, hear that, senior night. We're that far along, gang, as St. Anthony plays host to St. Elmo Brownstown. And Mr. Pruitt has a fine ball club at BSE. And just look at their numbers with Will Auer and Oberlink and all those kids. They're just putting up big numbers. So that's going to be a fun game Thursday night. And then Friday night, we think we'll have a crowd.
Yeah.
St. Anthony at T-Town.
Yeah, St. Anthony's got a couple of big games here within a week.
Oh, my, yes. Oh, my, yes. So anyway, we're going to have some fun this week. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday for basketball this coming week. A note for Bulldogs fans, so Kevin Palmer won't get on my case. St. Anthony has rescheduled their Charleston game. That got weathered out. They're going to play it this Saturday night, February 2nd. So Bulldogs fans, that's at Charleston, by the way. So just to let you know about that. And they've got another one that they're going to reschedule with Charleston as well. We'll tell you about that next week. Final score here tonight, championship game, St. Anthony 68, Altamont 50. For Matt, for Wayne, for Brian, I'm Greg Sapp. Thanks for joining us, and have a great weekend, everybody.